everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is my Sephora Haul try-on video. I have several products to talk about in today's video, but I do have a few products that still have not arrived, and it looks like I might not get them by the time the sale ends. You guys know how it is. When you order from Sephora during the Sephora sale, sometimes those orders are late and they arrive late. Everything gets backed up. There's so many orders going through that they just can't keep up. But I do have a lot of great, amazing products to talk about in today's video. So I have a new foundation, a new concealer, a new face and eye palette, a new lipstick, a new mascara, a new cream blush. Oh my gosh, I got so much in this video. So that's what we're doing today. It's all about new makeup from Sephora. Let's go ahead and jump straight into testing out all these new products. So I have two shades of the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. People are flipping out over this. I went ahead and scored two shades of it. I also have a cold starting, so I don't feel the best. So if you kind of hear something different in my voice or whatever, it started up out of nowhere, and it's just one of those spring colds. You know how it is. Let's see. There's 23 shades available on the Sephora website, and it is a flexible tinted moisturizer that immediately blurs skin with glowy, light to medium coverage, all while hydrating and protecting the skin from the sun. It's got 20 SPF. It has this little squeezy tube, so this is how it comes. This is what it looks like. Kind of an interesting bottle, right? So I got 38N and 40N. So this is 38N and this is 40N. I have broke out like crazy, all right here. I bought a new product from La Mer and I kind of think it broke me out. I'll keep you guys posted on it because I discontinued using it to see if that's what it was. So you guys know that I normally buy my shades, like my foundation shades, with warm undertones, but based on the swatches, the undertones look kind of strong. So I decided to stay neutral. This is 38 neutral. And you can see that's quite yellow, right? And then this is 40 neutral. And I just don't know which one to use. I feel like that one is like really yellow. Like this one probably blends into my fake tan better. This one's just straight up yellow, like super strong undertone. I think I'm gonna use the 40 neutral because even if it's a little dark, I would rather the shade be a little darker than super strong undertone. And that 38 neutral is quite strong. I gave the 40 neutral a good shake. I'm going to put it here on the back of my hand. And because it's a tinted moisturizer, I'm going to apply it with a brush because I need some coverage right now. My face is kind of a mess and I need coverage. So I am going to build this with a nice brush. Okay, so that's kind of just one layer all over. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more and see if I can build up a little bit of coverage here on the forehead. I want to see how well it layers for those days where I need extra coverage. I'm not going to need extra coverage every day, but there are days like today I need some coverage. So I want to see how this builds. It does kind of feel like more of a serum type of foundation where it kind of has that serum texture as it blends and like melts into the skin. So I actually really like the way this is looking. It does look really natural. This does build really nice. It looks so natural and I like the way this looks right now. I really like the way this looks. It's natural and glowy, but I don't feel like it's too glowy to where it's like slipping and sliding all over the face. So far I really like this. I am going to spot conceal right here just because I'm going to need it. To spot conceal, I'm going to take the KVD Good Apple Concealer in the shade Tan 161. And I'm going to put just a tiny bit, like right here. And then I'm just going to use my foundation brush to blend that in. So far, I'm quite impressed with this. We'll see how it looks when I add a little bit of powder and kind of calm down the shine. But so far, I really like this. So we're just going to use this palette. I mean, why not, right? At the end of the day, why not try this on the eyes and the face, because that's what it's for. So I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm just going to sweep this in the crease. I'm going to go to a smaller brush, and I'm going to go down to the shade. Actually, no. And I'm going to go into this shade, and I'm going to grab a little bit of the purple. It looks purple. It might not be a purple, but it kind of looks that way. And I'm just going to carve out the crease, just kind of creating that dimension. I have to admit, when I bought this, I didn't read anything. I just saw it and decided to buy it. And when I saw it, I thought it was a cream and powder kind of mixed. To my surprise, it's all powder. So I'm going to dip into this shade right here. I'm going to put that on the lid. The shade's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to take a small pencil brush, and I'm going to grab both of these shades right here, and I'm going to sweep that right here onto this outer corner, kind of blending it into that shimmer. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go directly into that color right here. And I'm going to sweep that all the way into the crease and the lid, and kind of, I really like that dark color. I think because this is for the face and the eyes, it's not a strong pigment. Like, it's not so dark where you can like lose control of the eyeshadow look. I went ahead and kind of wiped this up, cleaned it up. I'm going to pull it together once I put some concealer on. So we're going to move on to the concealer. So I have these two from Tarte. Now, I bought the small ones because it's nice that they always sell in the small, and then they have them in the large. Now, they don't have the smaller sizes in every shade, but I do like that that Tarte offers a smaller size. This is called the Tarte C Power Flex, and I picked up two shades. So I have 36S Medium Tan Sand, and I have 42S Tan Sand. I've been wanting to try this for a while because it's supposed to be a full coverage vegan concealer. It doesn't have the best ratings, so there's that. So it's a skincare powered, soothing and brightening full coverage concealer that delivers 24-hour hydration and moves with your skin so it won't cake or crease. We'll see if that happens. So that is the reason why I bought it, is because it's claiming to be full coverage, kind of waterproof, crease proof, all of that, but also hydrating at the same time. So that was kind of what piqued my interest. Yes, it doesn't have the best reviews, but we're going to test it out. So this is 36S and this is 42S. And as it's drying, this seems a little bit too beige for my under eyes, so I might use the 42S. So I'm going to use 42S. And it has just a normal doe foot. And I'm going to put some right here, and right here, and a little bit right there. And then I'm just going to blend it out. Okay, so what I can tell you is it dries fast. So definitely put it on and blend it out quickly because it does dry pretty fast. And I have some pretty dark circles right now because I'm not feeling the best. I'm really glad that I chose that 42S shade instead of the 40 or 36 because this is, I feel like this one is going to emphasize my wrinkles, and if the shade is a little bit too light, it will emphasize it even more. Right now, I feel like it is emphasizing every wrinkle I got. Oh my gosh. So like you can see it like right there where it's emphasizing those wrinkles, like it's going down this way. And that's how I know a concealer is going to be like too drying or is not going to be like the best fit for my under eyes, because it's one thing to emphasize wrinkles going this way, but when I start seeing wrinkles going this way, that is a bad sign. I don't feel like this is full coverage because I can still see the hollows of my dark circles, especially looking down into the mirror. Not so much in the monitor, but in the mirror I can see it. So, you guys, I don't know. I think the reviews are right on this concealer. I think Tarte kind of flubbed that one up. Let's move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to take my flat definer and I'm going to go into that dark purple shade. And I'm going to bring that like right here on the base of my lashes. And then I'm going to take a small brush and just kind of blend it out. I am going to also bring that on the upper lash line and kind of create some definition right there out on that outer corner. So far, I'm really liking it for the eye. And I could see how it would be convenient, you know, like especially if you're traveling or something. So we're going to try this Bite Beauty Full Volume Mascara. I went ahead and got the mini size. So many people have said that this is like their absolute favorite mascara. And when I was watching like, you know, favorites of 2021, this mascara was talked about multiple times in multiple people's videos. So I'm going to give it a try today. So it is a clean, volumizing, flake resistant mascara that delivers major lift, length, and curl for supersized lashes. So I'm excited to try it. I am actually really excited to try it because I've heard so many people say, oh, it's the best mascara ever. It doesn't budge. It doesn't flake. It volumizes your lashes. So excited. So this is what the brush looks like. It's kind of shaped quite interesting, right? I'm going to start doing my mascara. Okay, so that is one coat. And so far, I quite like the formula because it's a little bit drier. So it gives you time to kind of build it and kind of flare out and thicken the lashes. So that's one coat and I actually quite like it. So I'm going to go ahead and add more coats and I'll probably do 2 or 3 coats. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. So I'm back and here's the thing. I actually really like this mascara, but I might have to use it with another mascara because it does kind of give you the spider leg look, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I like the formula though. That's the thing. You know, sometimes I like using 2 different mascaras. I don't know if you guys are like me, but sometimes I do. And sometimes I'll like to incorporate something like this that's a little drier of a formula and can really build good, but another formula to kind of thicken them up and not make them look so spider leg. This does volumize, so it's not lying. It volumizes, and I don't know if it's smudge proof or not, but I have a feeling it is because I was worried about the brush being so big. You know, if you guys are new here, I'm not the biggest fan of big brushes because I got these small little eyeballs on my head and small little teeny lashes, and trying to put mascara on with a big ass brush is not the easiest thing to do. So I actually was impressed with the fact that this is a big brush, but I didn't get it all over the place. And it wasn't smudging anywhere because it's a drier formula. So I actually quite like this mascara. I'm going to continue to use it. But like I said, I think it would be kind of a perfect mixer, like a perfect mascara to mix with another one. Let's go ahead and move on to the face. So of course I'm going to use this on the face, see how it works. Now, many of you guys know I'm not the best at powder contour. Powder contour is something that I struggle with. I prefer using cream contour products. It's kind of my jam. I'm not the biggest fan of the Fenty Beauty cream bronzers. They were not my favorite formula. They didn't last very long. I felt like I had to keep building and building and building, and then it would just completely disappear. So that's not my favorite formula. But however, with that said, they got one of the best bronzer formulas. Now that bronzer is phenomenal. When I saw that this was powder, I was like, oh, I'm kind of excited to try this because their bronzer formula is super creamy and really buttery and just melts into the skin. So I'm curious to see how this works for someone like me who isn't the best at powder contour and doesn't really like powder contour because it turns into a flippin' muddy mess and it's not my fan. So before I do that, I am going to set this tinted moisturizer with some powder because the last thing I want to happen is going in with a powder product and it starts picking it up, right? So I'm going to set it with some translucent setting powder. I'm just going to stick it like right here. Right in the areas that I plan to powder contour. Okay. Now you can see where it's not so shiny now. Let's do this. So I got a couple of different brushes here because I don't even know what the hell brush to use. I mean, I understand that you want to use something, you know, that's a little stiffer but can blend. We'll see. So I have the base brush from Sonia G. I have the A58 from Ariel and Morphe collection, which I thought, you know, because this is a little stiff but still has some flair to it. So I was thinking maybe that might be a good brush. Maybe direct contour. I got this one from Scott Barnes. This is the travel highlighter brush. I don't know, you guys. We'll see. I also got this one from Smith Cosmetics. This is the 103. I thought this is maybe better to really blend out some certain spots that maybe get, I don't know, you guys. Again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so let's just jump into this. So I'm going to go into this shade first, and I'm just going to dip into it. Tap off, move my hair out of the way. And I'm just going to slowly start here at the base of my hair and kind of create a little bit of a shadow. Now I'm going to take a fluffier brush and just kind of blend out any of the edges. On my skin, that's a little bit more of a bronzer color. It is. So I'm going to dab off that brush and I am going to actually go, I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to go into this shade because that shade is a little bit warm. Now that I have it on my skin, it's a little bit warm, and so I'm going to add a little bit of that right below it. Here's the thing, the powders are blending beautifully, but as far as for a contour, I'm not really finding that right color. I definitely don't want to go into this one because I think this is just going to be too dark. Yeah, that's just going to be too dark. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Hell, let's just try it. I'm going to use a smaller brush, go into that one. Ooh, shit. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go back to this brush and then blend it out. Okay, so what I can tell you is these powders are fantastic. It's kind of the same buttery bronzer formula that they have. I have no patchy spots. It blended into the skin beautifully. I'm going to go ahead and contour, like if I put my arm up, I'm going to contour this area right here. Like that's what you want is the shadows, right? And that color matched me pretty good. Like when I block it, that color did do well. But I mixed a few colors, right? So I'm going to first go into this color and then I'm going to grab a little bit of that. And I'm going to apply that like right here on the hairline. And then I'm going to take that smaller brush and do the exact same thing. I feel like the smaller brush on the forehead in particular kind of gives me a little bit better of control. Now I'm going to cross over. Now it's always easy for me to do it on this side, but on the other side, it's a hot, muddy mess. So here we go. I'm going to grab that small brush and I'm going to go into that kind of dark purple color and go right at the cheekbone, kind of deepen that up a little bit, then blend it out. I actually really like that. Well done, Fenty. Okay, I'm going to take that highlighter brush, that Scott Barnes one, it's a travel one. I'm going to grab this shade and put it right here. Gosh, that's pretty. Woo, that is so pretty. I need to definitely powder because as you can see, now don't get me wrong, my skin is reflecting from the lights, right? But this tinted moisturizer is pretty hydrating. So I am gonna powder, but before I do, I wanna jump into this cream blush right here. And this is from Item Beauty. This is called Blushin' Like. Blushin' Like. I actually wanna try their concealer. I bought it, but the shade's too dark. So this is what the packaging looks like. And then this is what it looks like when you open it up. And I got the shade It's Verified. These feel like the Neo Nudes from Armani Beauty. Ooh. Ooh, I'm excited. Ooh, shit skis. I'm excited. Okay, hold on, y'all. Where is my blush brush? I need a clean blush brush, like stat. So I don't have a clean blush brush. So I'm going to use this one from Smith Cosmetics. This is the 104. And then I'll have the Designer Pro if I need it. So far I like that formula, but I'm going to go ahead and powder. And then I'll come back and we'll discuss it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I went ahead and kind of powdered everything and softened everything up. I actually really like that blush a lot. So, ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's move on to lip. Now, I don't have a new lip liner, but I wanted to try this from Merit Beauty. This is their new signature lip, and I've heard everybody raving about this. So this is their lightweight lipstick. And I got this in the shade Slip. So this is the packaging. Ooh, it's really pretty packaging. How the hell do I open it? Oh, whatever. Wait. So wait, is that a lipstick or like a, this doesn't feel like it's got a lot of pigment. Okay, let me read about these really fast because I'm a little confused. Hold on. Comes in 8 shades. And it's a sheer lipstick. That's why. I'm like, why is it so sheer? Okay, so it's a sheer lipstick with a satin finish, and it has the benefits of a lip balm without the heaviness of a traditional lipstick. I'm probably gonna apply this with a lip liner, but I wanna show it what it looks like first before I put the lip liner on. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now it takes a minute to build, but it does build and it feels really comfortable. It feels really good. It feels thicker than a lip balm, but it feels like a lip balm. So it's definitely that hybrid. It's that lipstick / lip balm type of formula. I quite like that, actually. I can see why people like those. Okay, I'm going to apply a lip liner, and then I'm going to put this on. Hold on. So I'm going to grab my lip liner from Tom Ford in the shade Extort. All right, and then I'm going to put that lipstick on. I can see why they have a good rating. That's pretty. That's a nice formula. It's super comfortable. It feels like a lip balm, but it blends into the lip like a lipstick. That's really pretty. I might have to get one more shade of that. Do I need one? No. Do I want one? Yes. Okay, so this is the final look, trying on all these new products. I have so much to say about each of these products, but I'm going to get into it in my final thoughts. So I will see you guys then.
Okay everyone, so yesterday I filmed this video and somehow the footage of my final thoughts of these products went missing. It's MIA, nobody knows where it's at. So I decided to turn on the microphone and just go through these products really fast. So the Rare Beauty foundation actually looked really beautiful last night. When I went to take my makeup off, it had come off like around my upper lip and around my chin area, like around my nose. But it still looked really, really good, especially for being a tinted moisturizer. I'm going to continue to wear it, but I think it might be a really nice everyday type of foundation where you're just putting it on, going to the store or doing some errands. I don't see it being a super long wearing product. It is a really nice tinted moisturizer and I'm going to continue to wear it and I'll definitely let you guys know. Now let's talk about the concealers. The concealer looked terrible. It's just not a good concealer. I think because it is claiming to be that waterproof type of formula, it just didn't last and it didn't look very good. And it exaggerated all my wrinkles. I'm not a fan of it. Plus, it's claiming to be full coverage and it's not full coverage. So I just don't recommend the concealer. At the end of the day, just don't recommend it. Okay, let's talk about the face and eye palette from Fenty Beauty. I actually really like that palette. I think my only hesitation to recommend it is it's something that you're going to have to decide if it's something you will use a lot of. If it's something that you think that you'll use often, then it's worth it 100%. Like, there's nothing wrong with the formula itself. The formula is fantastic. It blended beautifully. I mean, you saw it on camera. It just looked so beautiful the way that it melted into the skin. And I do like how there's multiple colors so that you can create some dimension on the face and the eye. So the product itself is worth it. You just have to decide if it's something that you will use very often. If you don't think you'll use it very often, I don't know that I would splurge on it. But it is nice, very handy. Formula is fantastic. A+. Let's talk about the mascara. Mascara was pretty much budge proof. It didn't flake, it didn't smudge. I didn't have any raccoon eyes. That stuff stayed all day, all night, looked fantastic. Like I mentioned in the application of the mascara, it's probably going to be one that I mix with other mascaras. For example, I love the Chantecaille mascara because it kind of gives me the fullness. So I think this one might be a good one to mix with that. Because I'm looking for that fullness rather than the spider leg look. But it's actually a really nice mascara and I was really impressed with it and I can see why people really like it. Okay, let's talk about the blush. The blush is really beautiful. I would say the difference between, so I mentioned in the application about the blush that it reminded me of the Armani Neo Nude. The differences between those two though is that the Neo Nude is much creamier. This one from Item Beauty is a little bit more of a hybrid product. So it has that powder cream. It's that hybrid. It kind of something similar to the Beauty Blender one, the Bounce that I just used in my last Sephora Haul video. So they're kind of the same type of formula. So it's not nothing that we don't already have, but it is a nice formula. If you're in the market for a good cream blush, I think it's beautiful. It doesn't create too much shine where it makes the foundation look transparent and stuff, but it's long lasting. It's very natural. Great coverage, looks beautiful, but it's not different than from other products that we already have. If you already have a few cream blushes that you like, this one's not fully necessary. Okay, let's talk about the lipstick. I actually really like that lipstick. It doesn't last long, I will be honest. It starts to fade after, 20, 30 minutes, but it is really comfortable and really hydrating. And I like that it's that hybrid, that lipstick / lip balm, and it's a very unique product. And yes, I did order another shade. I didn't need it, but I did it. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't have any excuse. But I do really like it. It's a nice formula. So if you were looking at those, thinking that it might be something you're interested in, you were curious about it, hands down, fantastic. So that's it, you guys. Those are my final thoughts. I'm sorry that I'm doing it this way, but I really need to get this video up and I don't have time to film today. So there you go. I love you guys. I hope that you guys are okay with this. It's definitely not very professional, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, Thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.